I don't think people really understand the point of a credit card roadmap. Some of you might find it to be tedious to carefully and meticulously calculate each and every step on your credit card journey, but trust me when I say it's all worth it. If it weren't for these videos here where I break down my plans for the next 6 months to a year, I wouldn't have the solid credit card setup that I do now, allowing me to earn as many credit card points as I can and avoid being in the hole with those pesky rules such as the Chase 524 status or how American Express limits the amount of cards you can have with them. Without a credit card roadmap, I'd probably have 10 different cards from 10 different credit card lenders, and if that's unfortunately you, there's still time to make adjustments and create a credit card roadmap for yourself. Before I talk about which cards I will be hopefully securing in the next year, I wanted to briefly talk about the cards that I already have so that those following along and trying to create their own credit card roadmap can draw inspiration from. Taking a look at the cards in my wallet, I have a total of 7 unique credit cards. The first of the arsenal is the Wells Fargo autograph card, which was my very first credit card I ever applied for when I turned 18. Originally, this was the Wells Fargo Platinum card, but I decided to product change it to the autograph card when the autograph card became available. The next two are what is called the Capital One Duo, which basically means 2 cards that help each other out by earning a lot of the same points in a lot of categories, that being the Venture X and the Saver One. Then the next 3, which I like to call my own personal Chase trifecta, which consists of the Chase Sapphire Preferred, Freedom Flex, and the Ink Business Unlimited. And then rounding out the pack is the Bilt MasterCard, which helps me earn points on rent. Now to help me figure out the cards that I'm looking to apply for and hopefully get approved for in the next 12 to 18 months, I've gone ahead and downloaded a spreadsheet created by another credit card YouTuber and a friend of mine, Spencer Johnson. And this spreadsheet has been an integral part in my process of figuring out what exactly I want to apply for, so if you are looking for it, make sure to head over to his channel for the link. Swinging over to the spreadsheet, the first part that I need to fill out is for the Chase 524 status. This is probably the most annoying and vital rule within the credit card space just because of how valuable Chase points are considered. So the general rule is to try and accumulate as many of the cards as early as possible. And filling out the spreadsheet here, I've realized that my 524 status sits at a comfortable 424, which means I am eligible to apply for another Chase credit card. But at the same time, if you look at the cards that I already have in my wallet, there's not many other Chase credit cards that I'm dying to pursue at this moment. And granted, business cards don't actually count towards your 524 status. My actual status sits at 324, which means I'm in a pretty comfortable spot. Now that I've taken into consideration my 524 status and realized that I'm in a spot where I can pursue another Chase credit card, my first step is to, well, consider another Chase credit card and weigh my options there first. I've already technically completed the Chase trifecta, so if I do pursue the Chase Freedom Unlimited, it's only when it has one of those amazing welcome bonus offers again, just to have the option to earn more points. But at the same time, there is the option to go towards co-branded credit cards such as those from Hyatt, Southwest, Marriott, and or United. But that's when your own personal life should become the influence. For instance, my job requires me to fly out almost every month, maybe every other month, and I've noticed that usually my travel consists of booking United Airlines flights and Hilton hotel stays. So there's not really a reason to pursue Hyatt or Marriott co-branded credit cards, and because I don't actually get to earn reward points through Agencia for flights, but I do for hotel stays, Hilton is going to be my best option for the next credit cards that I'll be applying for. So swinging back over to the spreadsheet, I filled in my top 5 cards that are on my radar. And I'm actually going to reveal them one by one and then give my thought process behind it. The first card being the Hilton Surpass, which is the $150 annual fee card that is the middle child of the Hilton card lineup. That's right, now that I've completed both the Capital One Duo and the Chase trifecta, I'm fully diving into the American Express ecosystem. The main reason that I want to pursue this card first is because of the credits that I know I'll be able to optimally use every single quarter. That being the $200 Hilton credit that is rewarded on a $50 quarterly basis, plus the automatic gold status that comes along with it. And after diving into everything the card actually provides, it's not just a measly $200 credit that helps earn you back the $150 annual fee. On top of that, if you look into the My Way Hotel Benefits section of your Hilton account, you can actually optimize what benefits you'd like to receive depending on the hotel you're staying at. For example, the Hilton Garden Inn Hotel in Waikiki offered a $15 daily food and beverage credit for each person per day through the duration of their stay. And since my girlfriend would come along as well, we received a $30 credit per day for 5 straight days, which accounts for $150 in free food for the entire trip. already helping recuperate the cost of the $150 annual fee. And while the $30 credit doesn't sound like much considering how expensive food can get nowadays, it was actually more beneficial than expected because the hotel was connected to a gift shop that you could use your credit there instead. Meaning I got $150 worth of free gifts, drinks, and souvenirs for completely free. Foreshadowing a bit there. The next card that is on my radar is the Hilton Honors card, which is the no annual fee one. And the main reason for this one is the welcome bonus offer that is pretty competitive right now. And that's earning 70,000 points plus a free night reward voucher after spending $2,000 in the first 6 months of account opening. And that's pretty much it as to why I want this card, considering if I do get the Surpass as well, it largely overshadows this one with its earning multipliers and benefit. The next card that is on my radar is the Chase Freedom Unlimited, which isn't as competitive a card as the Hilton ones, but the main reason for this one is just another option to earn more ultimate reward points and adding another no annual fee card to the wallet, which means I'll never have to cancel the card for any reason. Now the next two cards are probably going to be a little more controversial, and those cards are going to be the American Express Gold card and the American Express Platinum card. When I said I'm entering the American Express ecosystem, I wasn't joking. The main reason as to why I want the gold and eventually the platinum is for the benefits that the platinum card offers. Now that might sound confusing, why pursue the gold card if I don't really need it? And that's unfortunately due to the terms of service that American Express recently revamped. According to the terms of service, if I do pursue the platinum card outright, I'd forego my chances of earning a welcome bonus offer on the gold or green card in the future. But the trick to avoiding this is to just simply climb the ladder and get the gold card first and then the platinum card second. And since American Express points are very valuable, this is ultimately the way I'll be planning to acquire the card. The main purpose of the platinum card in the future is solely for the benefits that the card provides. Since I'm in airports and hotels a lot throughout the year, having one of the most action-packed cards possible is a great bonus. The combination of hotel statuses, credits, car rental statuses, and access to a pretty lucrative network of airport lounges means that I can pretty much travel in luxury whenever I am on the road. And as glorified as traveling for work may be, trust me when I say it can get very old very quickly. So knowing that I can sit down in a Centurion lounge at practically any airport I end up at, and getting the benefits at the hotels I'm staying at will be a huge positive for me in the future. And now that we've talked about the 5 cards that I'll be pursuing in the next 12 to 18 months, I wanted to talk about the potential welcome bonus offers that I'll be looking out for when I do eventually apply for these cards. Because welcome bonus offers are the #1 way to accumulate a ton of points, I want to be on the lookout for when cards reach historical max offers or are very close to the peak offers. For example, for the Hilton Surpass, according to offeroptimist.com, the historical max offer was a 200,000 point offer that was offered in 2021. But more recently, this card seems to fluctuate anywhere between 100,000 and 170,000 points. The current offer, which is 130,000 points plus a free night reward voucher, is extremely competitive, which is why I'm considering applying for this card very, very soon. Similarly, for the Hilton Honors Basic card, the current offer of 70,000 points plus a free night reward voucher is also an extremely competitive offer. So I'll definitely be pursuing these 2 cards before the offer expires at the end of July. And as for the other 3 cards, because they don't generally fluctuate too much with a random historical max offer, I'm more comfortable waiting for the best moment to apply for them. The gold and the platinum always have pretty competitive offers over at Resi.com, and whenever the Chase Freedom Unlimited offers the $200 plus 5% back combo again, is when I'll apply for that one. Make sure to always consider what you need out of the cards you're applying for, and always consider if they're offering competitive welcome bonus offers. Okay, so now that we've talked about the 5 cards that are on my radar for the next year, I wanted to wrap up this video by talking about my thoughts process behind some of the cards I won't be pursuing just yet, and those being primarily business credit cards. Earlier in this video, I briefly talked about how business credit cards for the most part don't impact Chase's 524 status, which helps to make room for the eventual time when I'd both like to be under 524 and also applying for another Chase credit card. But the logic behind pursuing another business credit card just doesn't financially make sense for me at the moment. The business that I'm talking about is this YouTube channel, and at the moment it's not really generating enough revenue or creating a lot of expenses for me to legitimately justify pursuing another expensive welcome bonus offer. Typically, a welcome bonus offer for a business credit card will range anywhere between $3,000 for co-branded credit cards to $6,000 to $8,000 for the typical ones, and all the way up to $20,000 on the high-end ones. Not something that I can logically stomach at this time, but also because I just don't have any large expenses coming up. And considering that there are still credit cards out there that I consider is more of a need rather than a want, pursuing a business credit card just doesn't fit the mold right now. And to give some final words of advice, make sure to always consider what your goals and needs are when applying for a credit card. Create a roadmap that ultimately shares what you want out of the cards that you are applying for. And with that all being said, thank you so much for watching as always. Consider watching some of these videos next. Peace.